What's up, fam? Welcome back to another Hydrasynth sound design video. Today's video is to address an issue that I had with this video, where the voiceover audio was significantly lower than the synthesizer volume, and as a result, you can't really hear what the heck I am trying to say. You can only hear the nutty Hydrasynth synth patch. So, in this video, we're going to explore the same techniques, but probably not arrive at the same result. So, at the core, what you're going to be doing to create a very complex arpeggio with the Hydrasynth is utilizing the step LFO. In the second page here, you get a new set of parameters, namely the amount of steps and the semi-lock on and off. So if we turn that semi-lock on, then we go to step edit, and the it is semitones. So instead of just random values, now you're looking at actual note values. So with that being said, we're going to dive over here to our oscillators and select the wave scan mode for oscillator 1 and 2, and select some really fun waveforms to play with. I like the synclav, the horizons are fun.
So just kind of populate this with a couple of, just kind of willy-nilly find some stuff. Yeah, that should be good.
And do the same thing for oscillator 2 here. Just select some stuff, try to stay within the same kind of area. Horizon stuff is always fun. And I found that one fun technique is to kind of go back and forth through them, like Horizon 6, Horizon 5, Horizon 3. We'll go back to Horizon 5, 5, 6, 5, Horizon 6, and stop on 7. And then for oscillator 3, this is kind of my secret sauce trick, is to just set it to a sine wave at the semitone down 1 octave. So that'll be your sub. Now that that's taken care of, we're going to go into the LFO3 oscillator 1 and have LFO3 affect oscillator 1's pitch all the way up. Exit out of that, we're going to have LFO4 affect oscillator 2's pitch, turn that right up. Exit that. We're going to do the same thing with LFO5, and oscillator 3, and turn that right up. So now, LFO3 is affecting oscillators 1's pitch, LFO4, oscillator 2, LFO5, oscillator 3. Now we go back into this LFO and go to the step edit. One thing to keep in mind when you're creating more of a complex arpeggio is the number of steps. So, as it stands, you can do 64 steps, which is insane. 64-step, basically, pitch sequence. That's just rightly insane. So we're going to start with 17, give it an odd number for this one. So, go into the step edit, and I'll turn latch on. Also, what I'm going to do is use this LFO2 to run through the wave tables of oscillator 1 and 2, but have it beat differently. So we'll stay on the sine wave, we'll do beat sync on, and exit out of that. LFO2 to oscillator 1, not pitch, but wave scan, just turn that up, exit out of that. LFO2, oscillator 2, wave scan, and turn it down. Now if I will turn latch on, turn that down a little bit. So what you're hearing now is stepping through the pitches of that 17-step LFO. And it's doing that at a rate... turn beat sync on. eighth notes. We can slow it down for more of an ambient effect, I guess. Let's see. Let's do half. Go back into the step edit. And to keep things simple, we'll just go 3, 5, 7, and 12, plus or minus 3, 5, 7, and 12. So I'm just going to populate this with some values.
Might not be too interesting yet, but we'll get there.
So now we'll go into LFO4 and do the same thing for oscillator 2. Actually, let's go in and kind of edit this envelope and give it a little bit more of a smoothness to it. Kind of tweak the filter a little bit. Yeah, we'll go into the mixer and turn up oscillator 2. And if we change the step value to something also odd but a different level, let's kind of manipulate that wave list a little bit and get something a little bit more. There we go. One filter 2 here. Alright. Go back into LFO4 here. And we'll change its rate to a dotted half note. And if you go into this smoothing factor, which I can demonstrate here in LFO3, exit. If we smooth it, that's a portamento. We'll leave a little bit of portamento on that. That's pretty cool. So now let's edit the steps for LFO4. And do basically the same thing. Try to stay in a musical scale. Stay within plus or minus 12, but only using 3, 5, 7, and 12. Plus or minus. Now we can listen to oscillator 2, bring in oscillator 1. Now we've got something fairly complex going on here. Let's start playing with this oscillator 3. I use that as a sine wave and keep it as a sub-oscillator to keep things more or less straight. So we'll go into this LFO5, turn beat sync on. I'll keep it at, let's see, if I turn the rate down for LFO3 and LFO4, and keep it kind of higher for LFO5, then it'll give kind of a pulsing effect. Kind of like a bass line, I guess. Let's do a quarter note. Step. 16. Don't forget to turn semi-lock on. Go into our mixer, turn up oscillator 3. Sorry, just having a little fun here. Let's see, let's just keep going, editing this. Step edit. Again, all we're really doing here is editing a step LFO, or an intelligent sample and hold. I guess you could think of it like, if that's how you want to think of it like. Okay, so now you have something interesting happening on oscillator 3, oscillator 2, and oscillator 1. Let's see, I do want to, though, go into this mixer maybe, and let's see, let's kind of adjust some filter settings and some oscillator pan settings. Now that's sounding really good. Now we're going to use, let's say, since we have smoothed out LFO 3 and 4, we're going to use LFO 4 to affect envelope 3, and LFO 3 to affect envelope 4. The decay stage. For both of this example, we're going to start by turning them right up. That way it's easier to hear what exactly is happening, and from there we'll turn it down. So we'll go into envelope 3, turn the beat sync on, go into envelope 4, turn the beat sync on. And let's see, let's have the envelope 3. No. Let's have it affect the delay. Not the time. Do we have a pre-delay? Oh, fuck it. Let's just go with time. And about 73. That sounds fine. That way the envelope is going to be pushing and pulling the delay time. Let's stick with wet-dry mix for that delay. And we'll do that time with our reverb. So that's already starting to sound pretty trippy. If we go in here to the delay and turn our beat sync on, we'll do dotted eighth note. Shout out Jared Dines. And since the LFO is affecting the envelope's decay time to a positive amount, let's see. Let's see, that's looking pretty good. Turn the delay just a little bit. Now we're going to go back into our modulation matrix and turn that right down to a negative value. Okay. And we're going to go into do the same thing here with LFO 4 or LFO 3 affecting envelope 4. We're going to have envelope 4 affect the reverb time. And we're going to go into reverb. Turn it on my favorite type, which is plate. Always has been, always will. Go into envelope 4, turn the beat sync on. And as we affect this envelope, we're affecting the reverb, which is pretty freaking cool if you ask me. So as that envelope is moving back and forth, which is being affected by the LFO, as the envelope is moving and being triggered, it is affecting the reverb and the delay. So already, we're seeing a really complex arpeggio, something that really didn't take much time or effort to start building, that's already turned pretty freaking trippy. And I haven't even touched these mutants. I haven't really messed with any filter shenanigans. I haven't even messed with the pre-effects and the post-effects. Just for giggles, let's put a little chorus on this. Oh, that's sounding really, really super good. And let's have LFO 5 affect envelope 5. Decay, or hell, let's go attack. And we'll have envelope 5 affect our reverb wet dry mix. And we'll have LFO 5 affect our reverb tone. Or maybe our pre-effects wet dry mix. Ooh. Okay, I could play with this all day long, and I do when I do play with it, but I wanted to show you and redo the video that has, for some reason, a bunch of watches. At this time, it's over 1,500, which is my most watched video, and I literally don't understand it because you can't hear anything that I'm saying past a certain point. So this is a video to hopefully correct that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and got something new out of it. And if you did, do the like and subscribe thing. If you need any other information, leave a comment. Or if you just want to leave a comment, you can do that too. See you next time, fam. Peace.